Do you know how much mind game you are playing with yourself? Welcome. This is your inner light guide, and today I'm going to elevate your mind and help you to find the freedom that you're seeking and make everything very simple for you if you are in that dimension where I am located, so that you can understand my spiritual languages that I am about to share in order to enlighten you, give you the spiritual growth with some new perspective in this video. So, why did I say that you are playing mind games with yourself in every second, every single day of your life? Because you are the only one in this existence and you are not even realizing it. So basically you are counting how many people existing within this planet Earth without realizing what if they don't exist without your own awareness, without your own attention. What if I tell you is that everything is mental, everything is imagination created by your mind. Whenever you look, you see things are existing. Whenever you don't look, they don't exist. But how do you know it? Because you are like, well, right now I saw my mom doing these things, then 2 days later when I am there, she's doing something else. So how come that they don't exist at the same time like me? Now, what if I tell you you are the one that imagined her doing something else after 2 days you meet her? I know this is just some, higher dimensional truthfulness that I'm sharing with you, and you don't have to believe in all that I am saying or all that I'm about to say to you right now in this video. It is all about your own perceptions, whatever you want to believe or what not. You can believe anything that you want to believe. You can think that it exists. You can think that it don't. It is all about yourself, right? Because whatever you think, it is. Whatever you believe, whatever you are fixed in, it is. But from my side, there is only one truth, and it's not only me that is speaking like this, right? Our ascendant masters, well, who are they? They are part of you. They are you. They are your higher self. So when we say that everything is one, did you ever experience that oneness? Instead of thinking, how does the universe take care of entire populations, from animals to trees to rocks and the seas and people, human beings, newborns? How does the universe watch them if they are doing anything wrongdoing or if they are doing anything right doing? Because if you do lots of right doings, good stuff, eventually you will end up in heaven. But all of the people that are doing lots of bad stuff, they will end up in hell. And this is what that is what we heard since we took our rebirth. If you follow this path, you may end up in heaven. And if you follow this religion, you may receive 70 plus virgin after you leave planet Earth. You may end up in the garden where you don't even have to pick a fruit. Just by speaking it, it will come to you. All of this magic, all of this afterlife stuff that I'm speaking of. So now, how do you know that it is true? There are so many parts of you that existing in the dimensions who are so fixed. And now we don't even question, because we are always so outside of ourselves. We may think that it is a lot, so many billions of people, billions of animals, so many places to explore, right? So many languages and tastes. It is a lot to carry on. It is a lot, and that is why we may not think. I used to question myself, like, if the universe exists, so-called God, then how God sees when someone is doing something right, or if someone is doing something wrong, if there is so much in this existence. And then I come to this spiritual awakening where I realize that the supreme nature existing in each thing, either it is every people, animals, birds, trees, the sky, the sun, the moon, the rocks, the mountains, the rivers, the oceans. It is existing, that energy, right? The energy, the supreme energy existing in everything. And it is expressing itself through different kind of bodies, different kind of stuff. Everything is made out of energy. Now, if you say that, well, this phone is materialistic, it don't have any life, right? But what is it made out of? It is made out of universe. I know that it is alive, it is electric, it is vibrant. The universe is also in materialistic stuff. It is not something fake, but it is not something real either, because when you touch, when you taste, when you hear, when you see things, it is coming from within, because if you close your eyes, you cannot see. So you, in order to feel something like materialistic stuff, you have to touch it. Otherwise, you cannot feel it. Like now I'm touching it, I'm feeling my phone, how it is, right? You have to touch it. If you want to taste, you eat it. If you want to have the smell, you smell it. It is coming from you. So what if I tell you is that it is coming all from your mind? You are playing this mind game with yourself because you don't have anything else to do. You want to experience so many different kind of things, and you are doing it right now in this moment through trillions of pieces. You are everywhere and you are experiencing yourself, but you are not moving anywhere. You are not going anywhere. You are always on the same place, like there is no distance on the space. So, if your mind is allowing you to feeling the touch, feeling the heat, sensing the things, hearing the things, all of these sounds, seeing your sights, eyesights. So now you are realizing, aha, I am the center of everything. But what about them? They are also experiencing, but how do you know that they're experiencing exactly like you are doing? Maybe some kind of communication, when you make love, when you talk, they are hearing, they are answering to your words. Okay, like sending and receiving. Now what if I tell you, you are doing it to yourself? You are building it all up because you know exactly what to express and you know exactly what to get. But then you are like, what if someone came and killed me? I didn't want it to be killed. How do I do it to myself? But you are unconscious about it. You are unconscious of the experience that you are creating from your deep core of your nature. You are totally unconscious. Now you are so much outside of everything that is going on, like, oh my God, so many things, so many people, so many colors, sounds, so much of life, so much of information. what to believe in, what not to, what to do, what not to. Everything is just, But the moment you go back and really sit in the stillness with yourself and you find where you are, you come to this self-realization. You are the one that is the creator, creating everything for yourself, unconsciously or consciously. Your true state, it is invisible. You don't see it. Like when you close your eyes, nothing really exists. That is your true state. Now you created all of these eyes to see, to experience yourself. There are so many people, they lose taste, they don't want to have family and kids, they don't want to do anything. When they're on their peak state of self-realization, they don't want to do anything, just live, because they lose their taste, they don't need anything out of this world that is coming from the imagination, because somehow you have to feel it is real so that you can experience it. Somehow you made this so real so that you can experience it, dive deep in it, like, oh my God, I am human, right? I'm this name, this race, and put all of the bullshit, like this is who I am, so that you can be unaware of your true state, because somehow it is boring. When you close your eyes, how fun it is, what you see with your closed eyes. So you created all of this taste, this dance, these festivals, these cultures, music, sounds, people, love. You are making love with yourself. You are rising in love with yourself. You are creating family with yourself. Self-made world, who you want to hate and separate yourself from. You created this entire war, this struggle, because you want to experience it, and you are experiencing it. You are experiencing all the kind of things that is in your imagination and beyond it. You are experiencing all of this chaos. You are everything. Either you call yourself crazy, psychopath, monk, the gurus, the babas, the scientist, okay, Tesla, the lover, the healer, the criminal, the murderer, trans man, trans woman. All of this religion, all of this cult, everything, you created it for yourself, and you are experiencing right now in this moment, because you don't have anything else to do. So you created the heaven and the misery for yourself. And somehow it is all just a game that you are playing with yourself, in its purest form, in its purest balanced state. Look how everything is in balance. If you really meditate on this, you realize how everything, the entire cosmos, is in balance. If Earth starts to walk today on the space, right, or crashing towards the sunlight, what happens? You think, oh my God, I'm going to die. You don't die. You don't die. You created this infinite living for yourself. You are here for eternity. You are experiencing it in your own imagination for infinity. There is no end to it. There is no beginning to it. You created yourself to form, so-called this holographic. You created so much. But the more you really dig into within in your true self, and you come to this self-realization, you will feel this loneliness, but at the same time you are never alone, because you created all of this mess and all of this beauty. And this is a game that you are playing with yourself. You created a mind that tricks you around, that allows you to forget who you are so that you can live a lie and take your rebirth. You are punishing yourself. You are loving yourself. You created all of this beauty for yourself. And you are the center. So now wonder when you say that you don't have any shape and form. Why should you? You cage yourself. You choose it. You choose to cage yourself. Like, while I cage myself. Because you don't really want to be in the center of your true being. So you cage yourself in the body. You're like, I am it. I am the body. Even though deep down you know you are the entire space and it can be felt. You know it is the truth. It can be felt. You are everywhere. You are in everything, and that is who you are. At the same time, you can be everything, but at the same time, on the other side of your coin, you are nothing. You are nothing. You are nobody. That is why you created all of this identity. Right? You created all of these mind games. You created all of this taste. You created the entire so-called the earthly stuff. You created entire cosmos. Who knows? Right? Who knows the deeper meaning? Well, there is no deeper meaning behind it. You are just an infinite life experiencing itself through your imagination. So without you touching it, how do you know it exists? Without you see it, without you feel it. When you touch it, you know it feels, because your mind is sending the signals, spreading these chemicals so that you can sense, so that you can feel, so that you can experience. So I really want you to, if you are into this, I really want you to experience. Do you want to experience that depth of illusion, or do you want to experience the depth of the truthfulness? After living so many lives, so much of experiences in this space, somehow I'm bored. Eventually, I come back to this self-realization, this spiritual awakening, where I choose to wake up. But the more you start to wake up, the more you start to reach to your peak. In Yogi, we say sadhana, we say reaching to your crown chakra. And once you reach to your crown chakra, from root chakra to crown chakra, you are enlightened, like Buddha, like Ramana Maharshi, like Jesus, like Muhammad. Like, it is all you. It just that avatar, that image, or that story from that BC, you know, just hearing it. But it is all you. It is happening right now. So you come to this peak, and once you are in that peak, you are just in your eternal solitude. You don't want to pursue any materialistic things. You don't want to experience, you just want to stay on your state of your true being. Like, it's like when you close your eyes and it is as it is. Or you choose to experience maybe something else beyond these human experiences that you can imagine. Right? It is all about your imagination. Now we are like, well, I can imagine something now. I can imagine that I am sitting on Bugatti right now. Where is my Bugatti then? I can imagine right now that I am having 2 bags full of, you know, golds and diamonds. Where is it? But your imagination... This is funny. I thought it too. right? I can sit in my meditation and imagine, where is it, right? So that I can live that fulfilling, rich life into this human nature. Everybody is craving almost the same thing, but it is not. To really live a good life, it is to feel fulfilled, to be satisfied, to have your solitude and smile for no reason, be peaceful. But now that you are wondering, now that you are imagining having your Bugatti, 2 bags of golds and diamonds, where is it? But the imagination that you are in right now, it is so solid, it is so fixed, your mind is so fixed in it, so fixed that you cannot just change it like this, because your mind is so sharp, it's so creative, it is so intelligent, like you created it with the soul of nature, how you see how in balanced state nature is, how trees are growing, sun is shining, moonlight, how rivers are flowing, and how birds are taking rebirth and flying around, how all of the plants in the forest, in harmony with each other, growing, getting their nutrition, giving you oxygen, taking their carbon dioxide. And there is the nitrogen, where is it coming from? All of this unseen wind. So in the core of nature, in the core of this imagination, it is something very solid, it is so in balance, it is so in harmony with yourself. You cannot just sit here and try to change it just like this, like, well, where is my Bugatti, and it is gonna come to you. Because your imagination have different kind of codes, have different kind of aspects of it. It's created so perfectly for you to be in it and experience it and think it is so real, and just forget your true state and live in it for eternity, experiencing it somehow. Because when you close your eyes, it is so empty. There is nothing else to do. Nothing else to do. But then you create so much of falsehood, stories, histories, fairy tales, and what do? You believe in it because you have nothing else to do. You just want to escape from your own truthfulness and reality so that you can find your true self again and again, because you choose it. That is why there is nobody to blame. If there is war going on, nobody to blame. If there is murder, rapist, and people who are fixed-minded with their religion, and the school system, so-called the Babylon, all of these working hours and whatever it is going on, the governments, it is you. Who to blame? There is nothing that is waste in this imagination land. There is nothing that is waste. There is nothing. What if I tell you, if you stop for a moment and really dive into your meditation by telling yourself, what if in this cosmos, if in this universe, there is nothing that is wrong, there is nothing that is right, there is nothing that is good or bad, it just as it is. The universal balance, that solidness that I'm speaking of, that excellence, that energy, like it just as it is. Because you are the one who created ego, so that you can tell yourself, no, good and bad, right? The right or wrong, so that you can separate, like it is two sides. What if it's just one? And there is nothing really, like if you come to this state in your meditation where you can breathe for some minutes, where breathe in this awareness that there is no wrongdoing, there is no right doing, it just as it is, you will find a big source of freedom, like big source of pure energy where you can just breathe and just be there, nothing to complain on, nothing, it just as it is, and so much of freedom and acceptance as it is, nothing to control, just be there for some minutes. You can experience the heaven. You are making it all so hard for yourself, to yourself, because you don't have anything else to do. But instead of seeing like the entire cosmos, it's so huge, it's billions of people on earth, what you bring it all to one piece. It's simple. Life is simplicity. It is all about making it all simple. You can find everything in those simple, tiny, easy stuff, but you make it so hard for yourself. It is so many women and men on this earth. What if I tell you it's just one gender, the man, one woman and one man, existing in you, existing in everything. Now you are like biologically, another person have penis and another have vagina. What make it so different? It is all same. It is from the beginning, it is all same, and it is still the same. You created this gender with your mind, and you start to believe that in this separation, like two different things. What if I tell you it is all one? It came from the one. It is all one biologically. So you are here to make it all simple instead of making it too hard, to really understand the higher consciousness of your own nature. And that is when spiritual growth starts to happen. And hopefully it makes sense. Thank you all for listening. This is your Inner Light Guide. I have to go now, but I will be back with more godly vibes. Stay blessed.